We are live. Hello, guys and girls and cats and dogs. Welcome to the team show here on the Blue Abroad YouTube channel on this lovely Thursday, the 22nd of May, 2025, ahead of round 11, Carlton, GWS, Marvel Stadium, 12:35. And we're here for the team show. And we are proudly brought to you by Mr. Cabinets. And boy, are there lots on the agenda today. Lots. Like heaps. We got a debutante, which we're going to touch on. We'll go through the mail. I think we might make this a weekly segment for the team show. We'll go through how everyone's feeling. Likely have a meltdown. Teams will come out. Maybe another meltdown, maybe not. Will either be not good enough or too tall or too small. And somewhere in the middle, we'll all enjoy it and we'll get on with our day. But it's good to be here. When do you guys get over a loss? Like, when did you get ready for this game this week? I felt good this morning about football again. I was ready to go. So my question to start off the show for you watching is, when do you get over it? Like, how long does it take? Is it taking longer now than what it used to? Was it this particular game that took longer or shorter? I'm curious. Tatum's tantrum. And he got the early mail. Yeah, the early mail. Pommy's here early. And yes, we know that young O'Farrell will play. And then apparently Akers, TDK, and Fogarty, which is kind of exactly what I hoped would happen. Personally, I wasn't sure if they were going to risk Fantasia, but they've been pretty cautious with Zach Williams, so I guess it makes sense to be cautious with Fantasia. So we will see, but early days, that's the mail. Chichio Dan, we do have multiple force changes every week. Yeah, that's true. Fermi, yeah. Big cheer for Theo Ange. Now, I am an Arsenal fan. Granted, I'm not really fully emotionally invested in Arsenal, purely because I'm sure a lot of you can understand. I can't really give up my emotion and my soul again to another sports team. I just can't do it. I give it all to Carlton, and I support Arsenal in a way that doesn't hurt my emotions. So I'm not emotionally invested when they lose. When they win, yeah, it's great. Watch the highlights. Yeah, talk to some of my friends that support Arsenal, and yeah. But I was very happy for Ange, super happy for him. And yes, he is a bagger. And if you saw, there was a photo on some Instagram account today. I think it was 50.au. He put up a post, and the first photo was Ange holding the 22 Guernsey. What the hell is going on? What was that? Oh my goodness. What the hell? What the hell, on? What? Wait, what is that? If I do that? Oh, that is just fantastic. That is great. Okay. Yeah, no context. But yeah, there you go. Enjoy. Ridiculous. Where was I? I don't know. I don't know where I was, but yeah, all of a sudden I've got a new. Oh, it's not working. Whatever. Yeah. So anyway, that happened. Who's here? Sorry, I'm rattled. I don't really know what's going on. Hello, Rocco. Eric Tedelato. That means Jonathan can't be far away because it's usually one after the other, one before the other. Oliver. Hello, Jared. Hello, Dione. J Baggers. Hello. Noah, the Hoff. And there he is, Jonathan. You guys are genuinely, You two are no more than 15 comments in between each other when you start a stream. Do you live together? Like, what's the situation? No, I think if you live together, you might. I don't know. What is the situation with the two of you? Is it just coincidence that you two seem to tune in at the same time? Because I love it. It's become part of the routine. Hello, Kate. Logan, good to see you, mate. We'll be bouncing back. Don't worry about that. Robert. Stephen, you're wearing the same. You're wearing this jumper? Yeah. The old Mitchell and Ness job. Love it. Tyler Shaw. New week, new team. Yeah. Amen, mate. Amen. Hello, Alana. Harry Cool. Hey, all. Going to be interesting ins this week. I wonder if Voss will axe a few this week. Got something for you. DM me. Oh, I want something. Can we all get something? Can we all DM you or pop me in Oz YouTube? Kate, so you get over a loss the next day. Jared, you still haven't gotten over the loss. Aiden, you definitely are not over the loss. If we don't win Saki, his over-reliance on top-end talent is killing our season. Okay, so who do you want to rely on? Who else are you going to rely on, mate? To win games. Oh, dear. Wayne, you're still working through it. Go Spurs. I'll give you that one time. Tyler, Sunday for you. La, never get over a loss until a win. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Hello, Blues for Life. You're under a fitness test this week. Been battling the flu. Yeah, man. I only just got through it, I think yesterday. Today I was back to full strength, like full strength. But definitely felt that. Rocco, you got over the loss at quarter time last week. Matula, Wogmum, you're used to losing. You were fine by Sunday. Pity about Elijah being out. Oh, that's news. That is news. I don't know. I didn't know he was coming out, but there you go. Tyler, you're surprised about Silvani. I have no idea who's coming out. I'm going to assume Silvani's out because O'Farrell's in and they'll keep in Young. Or they'll keep in Silvani and replace... Nah, surely not. Surely not. DeConing in, I'm going to guess Pito's out, although we did play 2 rucks at Marvel last year and went well. We'll see. Hello, Lieutenant Bapsy. The Knicks choked badly. You don't need another choke from Carlton. Dione, you get over it after all the footy shows on YouTube and Fox Footy. Yeah, so I can't really get over it until Tuesday, Wednesday. So obviously the ratings show happens on Monday. Got to go through that. I generally get okay. I mean, so Friday night was the game. I was kind of over it Saturday afternoon, Sunday, but then you rehatch it on Monday and you realize how poor the performances were individually and you sort of go through it. And then Monday night, Blue Abroad show, you kind of talk about it again. And yeah, and then Tuesday night on Footy Abroad, you kind of talk about it again, but that does distract me. But by Wednesday, I'm back. And then this morning, I'm just rejuvenated. I'm like if you watch Dragon Ball Z, I'm like a Saiyan. You take a bit of a sensu bean and I'm back. Hello, Lou. Stephen Spatiri, you are guessing Pito, Evans, JSOS, and Boyd. Well, apparently, Lige is out. I don't know. You only have the emotional capacity for Carlton in sport. Yeah, I feel that. There's my next question. Who do you support in another sport? And do you give that team just as much or more emotional connection as what you do to Carlton? Eric, you still think he's going to get sacked? Fair. The old Dark Navies out. I don't know if this is real or if this is a guess, but apparently Silvani, Boyd, Pitternet, Evans, Elijah O'Farrell, De Koning, Akers, Fogarty, and Doherty. Okay. We shall see. Wait, you are a trauma plate patient. Aiden, the whole team, not 4 players. Okay, mate. Fair enough. Hello, Alicia. Yeah, I don't know. I just think high-end talent is what is the difference between you being a good team and a great team. It's your top-end talent that really pushes you through. But I think what you're trying to say, Aiden, it's our bottom-end talent isn't good enough, and therefore the reliance on the top end? Or I'm not sure. Hello, B. You copy match reports into a little notebook, so copying down the match report for a loss helps you process it and get pumped for the next game. Maxi, Shane, g'day, mate. Go Baggers, last chance, I reckon. Appreciate the donation. By the way, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this because last time I tried to do this, I was calling a lot of people. The wheel is open for business on this show tonight. I've got 4 tickets in the Medallion Club level 2 right next to the coaches' boxes to give to someone. Obviously, a Blue Abroad member first and foremost. So what I'm going to do is at some point in the show, I'm going to try and call people who are members and see if I can give away 4 tickets or if they want 2 tickets. Now, these tickets have been generously donated thanks to Nick from Horizon Finance Group. So I'm going to give it, I'll say 10. I'll say 10 chances. If I make 10 phone calls and 10 people say no and they can't accept the tickets or they've got tickets or whatever, then I'll do a little differently and we'll look at people who are in the chat who are watching. Deal? Deal. All right. Always a surprise injury. Well, we'll find out. We will find out. Hello, Fon, mate. Great to see you. Voss will coach in 2026, regardless of how we end up this year. Take that to the bank. I'd be surprised if he was coaching if we didn't play finals. But I'm not in the Sack Voss camp at all. I think it's very reactionary and yeah, I'm just not there. Not there at all. Big Footy Insider word. Oh, that's for the changes? Okay. Well, Big Footy. Whatever happened to Barras? Does Barras still get a run in Big Footy? Or is there a new like top dog who has all the inside scoop? Aiden, you're a Man United fan. You used to watch every game, but you're worse than North. Oof. I haven't asked Pommy about Manchester United. I've been a little worried. Because let me tell you, I've seen and heard that man show emotions for United and Rangers like he does Carlton. Like, I don't know how he does it to have the emotional link. I mean, I know how he does, but yeah, I can't do it. Dusan, you are a Newcastle United fan, so when they lose, you get flat. Okay, so you are emotionally invested. Matula, Arsenal, but you love Carlton more. Is there anyone here who gives a team from another sport just as much emotional connection as Carlton? Tyler, you love the Roosters and the Patriots. You don't take them seriously enough. Carlton is your life. Yep. Okay. Oscar Piastri in the F1. Been following him closely since he was in F3. Happy to see him doing well. That's cool. Starboy, you are a Crystal Palace fan. You don't care as much as you care about the Blues, but you're happy about the recent win over City and our first major trophy. Love that. Bottom end talent is more important when they're rubbish. Amen. Paul from the UK. Your other team, the Harlequins Rugby. And yes, they are your other passion. The Harlequins. I want to know what they look like. Harlequins. Oh, their logo is genuinely the Harlequins. Wait. Harlequin Rugby, or the Quins, is one of the most successful rugby clubs in Melbourne. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Old Dark Navies, you are a passionate Nottingham Forest supporter, but nothing comes close to Carlton. Blues for life. This is the best part of the week. You know why it's the best part of the week? Because it's the part where the most hope is. We haven't been let down. The second best part of the week is if we win, and then we're on the fan cams. The worst part of the week is loss, and then the fan cams. That is genuinely dreadful at the moment. What up, Slobbo? Does it say much about where the club think we're at? We've debuted 4 players already. It's an interesting one. I think they learnt their lesson from last year, not playing young players early in the season. I think we've generally needed to debut players out of necessity. But to be honest, I don't think the club have held on to senior guys in the ones as long as what they have in the past. I think they've given the young boys a chance whenever they've had the opportunity to. Who are the young ones? So you got Binzi's played, Will White has played, Harry Farrell's now debuting, Lucas has played. That's a pretty significant chunk there, given we're not even halfway. Well, we're almost halfway through. It's a good question. Stephen, you've been a Liverpool fan since '85, but your love and passion is for Carlton. Slobbo, what are you doing, mate? Giants by 80. Lock it in. All right, I guess you haven't gotten over the loss last week. Fair enough. Why bring in a young raw kid, play Lewis back, Pito in the ruck, TDK forward ruck? Maybe. I'd want to see Lewis stay forward. I think we haven't been able to see it for a full game. Did it against St Kilda, had to go back. Did it last week, had to go back. I don't mind it. The wheel is back. The show should just end before the game starts on Saturday. Yeah, the wheel is back. So if you're just joining, I've got 4 Level 2 Medallion Club tickets to give away to members of Blue Abroad. If you are not a member, then you cannot enter. To become a member, the link is linked top of the live chat. $10 a month. You also get free entry to every giveaway that we do. So this one's a surprise giveaway. It just became available literally 10 minutes before the show started. So I'm going to make phone calls and then see what we do. LS, you're very much in the Sack Voss camp, but alas, he will be the coach in 2026, whether we like it or not. Good. I love it. I love it. Barras is a ghost. I think Sauce may have been his source. Interesting. You know what I've been actually tuning into more lately? Carlton Reddit. I've been looking at Carlton Reddit more than I have ever. I never really gave it much. And for some reason, I'm in there more than what I've ever been. I use Big Footy when I want to look at the opposition fans' rhetoric. I still read through the Carlton forums from time to time. When we're in the shit, I read through Carlton Big Footy just to help get a sense and hope that I can find quality conversation, which I do think Big Footy, for the most part, has more intellectual conversation. Have I hit up Jake Maddock for dating advice? Is a dating coach. I didn't know who he was. Don't think I need dating advice personally. To be honest. LS, you give the NFL Raiders more emotion than Carlton, LA Kings, and Redcliffe Dolphins slightly less than the Blues. That's interesting. I would say you're a pretty passionate Carlton fan. Stephen, hello, mate. Yeah, love Volk. I love all 3 of these blokes. And I'm a massive Diego Lopez fan. Love watching him fight. If we keep Voss next year, are we just wasting another year? Well, depends who you ask. Jake, hello, mate. Favorite day of the week. Team show is a big part of that reason. Oh, mate, love to see it. We're going to have some fun. All right. Andy, you don't support other teams like you do the Blues. You're a big sports fan. There's something about this team that sucks the energy out of me to support them. Yeah, I can't. I can't give any more than what I do to this club. I just can't do it. And I love basketball, but I can't lock into a team. Tatum's thinking about your comment the other day in regards to finals. If we do make the top 8, is that a pass in itself for Voss? 4 years of finals in a row after not making them for decades. Well, it would be 23. We missed out in 22. So 23. Fuck. 23, 24, and 25. So I'll bring you into this conversation. So the conversation is, I've seen a little bit of rhetoric around, I don't want to play finals. It'll be papering over the cracks, yada, yada, yada. Let's bottom out and rebuild. And I just strongly disagree. Like, the worst case scenario for this group is not playing finals. I think the most important thing for this group is to get as many finals games into the group as possible, because a lot of them are still relatively new to it. So the majority of the group have played 4 finals. How is not playing finals better than playing finals in any reality? Like, we need finals experience into these players because we haven't made it in so long. Like, I understand, you don't want to just make up the numbers. Yeah, okay. But there's a journey to a premiership, and it includes getting finals games under the belt. So I just can't sit with that. And I can't really believe anyone would truly believe it. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. And also, we don't have a better draft hand for not playing finals and finishing lower on the ladder. First round pick is not with us. So I don't get it. Jared, you think they're lying to themselves? Make finals somehow, but if we are playing interstate, they forget about it. Well, mate, then you don't need to watch. Lucky you. Lucky. Yeah, I think you just got to keep grinding away. Who was saying it on Forever Rivals? Mars and Seba were saying that they don't want Carlton to play finals. I don't think that they really believe that. I need to ask him. I don't believe that. There's no way. They're intelligent. They know the game. They know the game. Finals at all cost. Give me finals of any sort. If Voss pulls a rabbit out of the hat this year, it's a pass. Patrick, you're sacking the assistants before Voss. Pommy, can't think of anything worse than not being in the mix. Like us finishing low on the ladder only strengthens Hawks this year. Yeah. But Terry, it gives Hawthorn a better draft pick. As in, the lower we finish, the better the draft pick for Hawthorn. Mars and Seba both said that is that what you're implying. Okay, maybe I'll speak to Mars. I'll ask him. All the good teams consistently make finals before winning it. Obviously, you want top 4, qualifying, second chance, home. Obviously. But to not play finals for this group right now? Yeah, how about that, Steve? Let's win this week. People want to blow it up and start from scratch, and not making finals is a step to that. Okay. But if you're going to rebuild, you want a better draft pick. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Fair enough. Rebuild. Cool. So you rebuild with picks and whatever, but the lower we finish, the worse our first round pick that we give up is. I don't know. If we've if everything we've done to date has led us to a dead end, why not try a fresh start? Yeah, why not play finals and try a fresh start? No? Is that not a possibility? Also, are we not playing kids now and giving fresh energy into the group for the future? I don't know. I reckon they're a bit angry, the lads, and fair enough. I'm angry too. How do we feel about getting Cody Walker next year? He will go pick one. Well, I actually had the Cody Walker game that I wanted to show you guys that has been talking about. He made some waves. I was mindful of doing a video on this because it's in the future, but I do want to watch the Cody Walker highlights, to be honest. So I will get them up shortly. Wayne, $5. If Geelong can stay in the hunt for finals, Carlton should be able to. They just want to sack Voss. The worse we do, the more chance of that happening. Okay, I understand. I get it now. So it's less about wanting the team to do badly, more about wanting Voss sacked, and he can only get sacked if they don't play finals. Okay. I mean, we could also sack Voss and play finals. That's still a reality. Not going to happen if that happens. I get it. But yeah. Hello, Mark. Other than efficiency inside 50, our game stacks up. Shouldn't need a new head coach to fix that. New forward coach, maybe. Yeah, we got no issue winning the ball at all. We have a big issue using the football. Anyway, I'm going to put the link in the chat, by the way, if anybody wants to come in here and kill the vibe or raise the vibe. With how our supporters behave, are you surprised? I'm not surprised. Not going to lie, it is a drag. It is an absolute drag at times, and it definitely like brings you down a peg. Like, it's just bad energy. Like, I understand the frustration. I understand all of that. Like, I'm pissed off too, but sometimes it just can be really difficult, like, to try and have an intellectual conversation, because that's ultimately what I really want to do. And it definitely can be a drag. Josh.
How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm great. How are you?
No, I'm not bad. Just got home from work, so yeah. Ready
Nice
for
shirt.
it. Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks. Appropriate for the winter seasons, you know. I look like Farmer Josh, but that's all right. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Found some optimism this morning. Read the live chat. Starting to go back into the doldrums of hell.
Oh, yeah. That's all you have to do to go back there. That's all you'd have
It's
to do.
wild, man. It's wild. But you know what I've noticed? When people are pissed off pre-game, we generally win this year.
True. And then we lose the next week, and then we win the week after. It's a cycle we can't get two in a row.
Yeah.
Probably against a good team, at least.
Yeah.
It's the cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
What's
What's your
mind,
vibe?
mate?
Oh, I was just about to ask you the same thing. I know we got who's debuting? Harry
Farrell.
Harry Farrell. I was about to say Harry Charleston. Okay, yeah. Apparently he would have gone a lot earlier, so they say, if he didn't have an injury last year or so. So he's clearly impressed to, debut at this point. I guess that's an indication that we'll probably be without Sauce, I assume. So
that would be my guess too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
that would honestly that would be how I would read the situation. LS in the chat did say that Elijah would be out, which is something I was shocked to know and hear about.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Right, yeah, Elijah. Okay, I wonder injury or I don't know. Who knows? Okay, fair enough. I don't know. GWS are playing well at the moment, but then they have an off week. What do you reckon? Like, what's your vibe on the game?
I speak to Pommy nearly every day, so I am definitely in the GWS of frauds camp. And I think we're going to have a massive fraud off at Marvel Stadium at 12:35.
Fraud off.
Like a giant fraud off. Like who can be a little less of a fraud?
Jeez. I think, well, yeah. No, fair enough. I think probably the same thing. It's funny. I thought GWS, I picked them to win the flag this year, but that's not fucking happening, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Yeah. I don't know. I think we can win, but I don't know if I really care anymore, to be honest. Like, I'll still watch and I'll still go, but man, they really sucked like my love for the game out of it now, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel it at times. I think this is just part of it. Like it's part of the journey to hopefully the flag. I think what's happening is at times I get less and less optimistic that they can win a flag, not this year or in particular, but just in general. And it's just, if I lose hope that this group's going to win it ever,
Yeah.
then it's just a real drag of a thought. So I just try and keep it week to week.
It's so hard to try and keep it to week too, especially because like it's 2025, and if we had this conversation 5 years ago, it wouldn't be, like, why isn't it happening? It'd be, oh, just wait 5 years time, we'll be playing finals regularly, top four, prelims and all that. Like that was a rhetoric that I seem to like in terms of conversation with my dad and all that 5 years ago. It was all about, just wait 5 years. Well, here we are 5 years now.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is going on,
Do you know what else dragged me down this week? I mean, the facts are the facts. Pommy was talking about the stat on Monday. So our scoring shots per inside 50s right now, it's like 40%, 40 point something.
Oh,
in 2018, it was 42.6, I think it was. So it's like worse than 2018.
Damn, we've grown as a football club, haven't we? Totally not regressed. Jeez.
Yeah.
How's that even possible? We got Cooper in his prime. Oh man, what is going on? Do you think that's just the missing link in the midfield in terms of it being a bit too one-dimensional and slow,
Well, if I circle back to 2018, Cunningham was the X factor we were hoping would develop.
Yeah.
Who else were we talking about back then? 2018. Who was the half forward? I mean, I guess Fisher, maybe.
You could throw Paddy Dow in that conversation, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you could throw him in.
And then I guess we went and got a Jack Martin in from 2020. So like that was the conduit that we were hoping would be the missing link. Josh Honey then came along. We were hoping that would be him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't use the ball well.
No, we don't. And that comes back to, I mean, that can't just be coaching. That's also skills, Surely it's got to be skills as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we're just shit in general, and the whole fucking thing needs to be looked at. I think that's what it
Tantrum, who was in the chat, he actually made an interesting point. He said, like the sooner you drop your expectations for the team, the easier it gets. Which I do agree with in theory, but then like you want more from them. You want to push them to be better.
I don't think, Michael Jordan dropped his expectations during the Bulls three-peat.
Well, to be quite frank, I don't think the Carlton Football Club has anything close to the mental toughness that Michael Jordan had as an athlete.
Who's our Jordan? Like, obviously, probably Cripper, yeah, but they got no one around him with mental toughness, I reckon.
I think Wiedering does, personally.
Wieders, yeah, actually, yeah, I agree with that. Wieders.
I think he's mentally resilient, plays through injury, plays through pain. I do think Jack Silvani has a mental toughness to him.
Yep.
I think Chincotta has a mental I think the reason why Chincotta's even playing AFL footy is because he has a mental toughness and like a heart to him.
Yeah. It all starts up there, eh? All in the head. A lot of it all starts up there. If you believe that you can do something, if you're delusional enough to believe in yourself enough, then you can do something. Maybe these guys need to be a bit more delusional. I don't know. We're pretty
I think that.
delusional.
See, I think they're living in too much Delulu land.
True, actually, yeah. Like the whole privilege that comes with playing with the club and all that. Play for Carlton. Yeah, it could
So,
be
are you
that too.
going on Saturday?
Yeah, I am going. I keep forgetting. Like, as I said to you before, the joy of the game has been sucked out of me, like completely. Like, I would look forward to it every single week. Oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm not free Saturday. I'm going to the footy. Whereas this week, I got asked, "What are you doing Saturday morning?" Want to go for a coffee, and I thought, oh, I feel like I've got something on, but can't remember. I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm going to the footy.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That breaks the heart, man. That
It
breaks
does,
the
bro.
heart. That's what
We've
that
been
does.
chatting for
That
5 years about
yeah,
this.
man. Yeah.
Like, we've been chatting for so long, and it feels like we still have these same conversations on repeat. I just want to come onto fan cams one day, like, wow, like that's it. We've clinched top four. Wow, we've clinched a home qualifying final. That's all I want, you know.
Would you prefer to? Oh, I'm not going to go there.
No, go, Brett. Go on, let's go. We're going full
Listen, I was going
delusional.
to say, would you rather, definitely guarantee top four start of the season and then start playing poorly towards the back end and then bundle out in straight sets? Or would you rather grind a bit for half the season and then go on a run and go into the finals with form?
Well, I think you'd rather go into the finals with form. So, I mean, if that's what you're alluding to, that we might go on a bit of a run here and go into finals with form, mate, fucking sign me up. Where's the paper? I'll sign it right now.
I
Like,
think
definitely.
this team has a run in them second half of the year.
You reckon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When do you think that run starts? After the bye? Do we need to have another Essendon game where we fucking miss kick into inside 50 and, do we need another
Do you
one of
know?
those?
Do you know, I still remember the kick. Jack Silvani kicked it and the ball went in between Charlie Curnow and Matt Owies. I still remember it. And neither of them went for it because they were waiting for the other two.
That kick happened right in front of me and my dad. Me and dad have just looked at each other, and we just said nothing. Like, what the fuck was that?
Do we need to watch the fan cams from that night again so we can get people some perspective of how bad it was?
That was one of the worst nights of the footy I've ever been to, I reckon. Like, that was just that was dim.
Yeah.
That was so embarrassing.
Yeah. Final predictions? How you feeling about it? Go on. Tip us, coward.
Oh, mate, I haven't tipped us at all. Like,
really?
I only tip us in like the obvious games, but coward. I'll tip us. Fuck it. Carlton by 17 points.
Love it.
I want to win my tipping competition, man. I need to win it.
You do.
Big pot.
Well,
Big pot.
Mate, good luck.
Thank you, mate. And yeah, hopefully. Well, what's your tip? What do you think?
Blues by 13.
All right. Another a tight sort of game.
Oh, mate, it's going to be stressful and uncomfortable. I don't ever predict a comfortable win anymore. It's always going to be drama-fueled and, yeah.
Mate, when I am 40 years old and I'm having heart problems, I'm sending the Carlton Football Club my invoices for the appointments at the cardiologist.
Same.
It's all on them. It's all on them. I'm telling you.
All right, man.
I'll leave it to you. Go Blues, I guess. See you, mate.
All right. Wayne. Hello, sir.
Jerry, my swabby, how are you doing, mate?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, being a bit parity there. I want to run off a few things and then just because I don't want to take up too much time because I'm just on break at the moment and work. But I was thinking, in terms of Voss, I don't think sacking the coach is going to change the players. I really think that this is a player issue that needs to be resolved. I think we always want to play well, and if we want to be in finals, I think, Geelong's model is probably the standard, what you want to go for. I don't think sacking a coach is going to benefit a club long term at all. And I think Evans has had his chance. I think Pito's too slow. I think our only two problems are accuracy and the inside 50s. And, all right, so now this is a question I want to put to you, Terry. What is the bar for Jesse Motlop? Love the guy. I love his style when he's free and he's got the ball out and it's a one-on-one race to the boundary. I love it when he tries to go in. But the man's made of paper. The poor kid's made of paper. Seriously, every time he goes into a contest, it spills out. Mind you, I think during last week's game, I think Evans and Motlop were sort of running into each other. I'll have to double check whether it was Evans or another one of our players. It's been a week already. I can't believe it. It's already been a week and we're already on the next week.
Right. So to answer your question,
sorry. Anyway, that was the question. The bar for Motlop,
as in like stats wise, or just a general comment? Because I mean, I think generally when someone asks that question about a player like him, they're talking about goals. Sorry.
I just want in general. I just want what bar should we keep for him in this while he's in the side? And
I honestly think he's got until the end of the year to prove that he's gonna make it, because he's got. I just watch a guy that's looking.
So are we gonna give him more games?
Not too many. I mean, once
I already thought that ship has sailed, to be honest.
Well, we haven't been able to drop him the last few weeks because there's been a lot of those forwards out. We're going to get, I think Fogarty's going to be available. Fantasia's going to be available next week. Williams after the bye. I said Fantasia. I think Chincotta. So I think once they're all available, if he hasn't performed, he won't. I don't think you can keep playing him. I just think we're stuck. And I strongly don't sit in the camp of just bring in Ben Camporelli and play him forward in Jesse's role, or Billy Wilson, because that's going to stifle their development.
No. So, it still needs some skill.
I just can't. I can't cop that. So I think he's struggling, and I wish we could develop this role that he's now being asked to do in the VFL, but we just haven't been able to do it.
I don't understand. Like the AFL standard for players, don't you think? Like, who's the smallest player in the AFL right now? Would Jesse Motlop be very close to?
No, I think it's Caleb Daniel.
Smallest?
No, I think it's Caleb Daniel.
Right, and how does Caleb Daniel stack up to Jesse Motlop? How does he stack up to Jesse? I know the roles may be different, but how does he stack up?
In
generally?
What way? What do you mean stack up?
Generally.
In what?
So what position does Caleb Daniel play? Okay, so compare the two in terms of size and skills. Just size and skills, not necessarily ability, just size and skills. Because skills and abilities can be two different things.
I don't know how to answer the question. I can't compare them as football players because they are two very
That's
different
right.
people.
It'll be something, yeah.
I wish I could give you more.
So what's Caleb Daniel's position?
He's a halfback.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll have to. I should have looked that up, but I'll have a look at Caleb Daniel when I get a chance. That's something to check out. But I feel like a lot of the players now, they're all getting much bigger than they used to be, much more athletic, and it's a potluck with the draft. I mean, I reckon that's really tough. Sometimes players develop, and sometimes players stay the same size.
Jesse's also 21. Caleb Daniels, maybe 30, maybe older. Caleb Daniel age. He's
okay. So no, then I'd have to say, how could we? Okay, right. So no, we couldn't. Then you really couldn't compare Caleb Daniel to Motlop then, because the age difference is too they're played in two different eras of football. So I don't think I could compare the two. But yeah, that's my worry. It's just that a lot of players nowadays are all much taller and much bigger. And yet we've had like Zach Fisher and Paddy Dow and, all of these small forwards, which, I mean, Eddie Betts was holy crap. Like that was, wow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
what about
not
Saturday?
every player can
Right. What about Saturday?
I reckon by one. I reckon GWS by one. I meant us by one. I reckon there'll be a repeat of our it'll be a stressful fourth quarter, and I reckon we'll hold on by 1 point.
All right. Looking forward to it, Wayne. Enjoy the rest of your shift, mate.
So that's my tip. Us by 1 point.
Okay.
Fingers
See you,
crossed.
mate.
Yes, I will. Better get back to work. Have a good night, guys. Later, chat.
See ya. Tyler.
Hey, Terry, how you going, mate?
Yeah, mate, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, well, it's a new week. It's a new team. It's going to be a very interesting weekend. It's
It
just
is
that
going to
year,
be.
Terry. It's just been that year. Carlton has just been the most inconsistent. You can't get a gauge on them. I find
You can't. And
you can't gauge them.
Anytime you think you've got them, they turn it around the other way.
Yep. You can't put a finger. You can't put a finger on them. But look, I tell you what, it's going to be. Interesting game coming up, 100%. But I don't know if we can't go after if we can't win this game, especially and then go into the bye with a loss, and we come out of the bye with another loss. I don't know, Terry. I think we'll be calling it for this year, unfortunately. But we'll see. But be a very interesting game. I'd be interested to see who gets selected. I know obviously Harry Farrell, he's going really well. He definitely deserves a good crack. I don't. The Silvani, as I mentioned in the comments, Silvani, I was very surprised at because they said he was a test.
Yeah. I just think with the bye coming up, it's a groin. You don't want to mess with that. Also, again, like you want him for the second half of the year. If we're any chance of being at our best for hopefully, some momentum, I think Jack's got to be in the team. And
100%.
I like the cautious approach, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll name him. We'll see. But I would think if O'Farrell's playing, that
I wouldn't
Jack's
be
not.
surprised if Doherty gets up again. I don't know. I think he's sort of found some sort of form, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he has no problem finding the ball.
Yeah, no. Like what last two games? What he averaged 33, like 30 plus touches, isn't it? About that.
Maybe more. Yeah. But I think also Jordan Boyd's going to be out with concussion, so that's definitely a confirmed out.
Yep.
Akers is apparently going to be coming back in, so it might be Doc to play halfback.
And I think with how like some people are saying Elijah might be out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon he could be. Even if they were to say bring him out, he'd be an emergency. I reckon 100% or a sub.
Maybe. Well,
I don't know. Vossi did say it, like with what he said with Kennedy last year. We'd like to give the sub like everyone has a go at the sub. Like, I don't like that theory, but who knows? That could be it, but who knows? But it should be very, very interesting team selection, I reckon, this week.
Yeah. So if O'Farrell is in, let's just go with the male. So Akers, Fogarty, TDK, and O'Farrell. Who are you bringing out? JSOS Boyd is 1 and 2.
Yep.
Pito would be 3. Or would you play Pito and De Koning?
You know what? I want to give it a crack of Pito and De Koning, to be honest.
Fair.
I think it needs to be done. I don't know why. How have you found? This is a genuine question. How have you found the synergy of our centre, our midfield players with? Well, I know comparing last year as well, but like with between Pitto and Tom DeConning, do you think it's a different dynamic or?
Definitely. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's right.
Breaking news.
Oh crap! Okay, go.
Elijah has been withdrawn. Club has been continuing to work closely with Hollands, offering its full support since he came forward seeking help. His personal health and well-being has been and will remain the number one priority. So he's basically withdrawn for personal reasons again, which is just sad.
Okay. Yeah, that is very sad. Damn.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's tough.
Damn.
Yeah.
So so more than likely, okay, well, we know that Elijah's out now, so.
Well, there's three.
There's definitely three. This is gonna this change. I reckon this changes the list now 100% for this week. So not only that, but like probably the dynamic of the team going into GWS. I don't know. This is new. Like in and out. It's not like it's injury. It's something completely different. So
and also it's twice in a season. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just hard. It's hard for everyone. But
what can you do?
What can you do?
But just very quickly, like, you know, I hate bringing it up, but like, you know, the whole, you know, conversation around like we were having in the comments about Voss and all of that. I just have this eerie feeling it's more to do with the history of the Carlton Football Club when it has come to coaching. So like you look at early 2000s we brought in Pagan because we thought that's the team. Yep, let's go. Let's get a premiership coach. Let's go. Pagan didn't work out. Then we had Ratton. Ratton was going really well. One bad year, then we go, nah. Carlton goes, okay, we've got the premiership team right there and there. Let's go Malthouse. He's a premiership winning coach. Let's go. That didn't work out. Bolton, I feel like, I don't know, he could have had a couple more years in him, same with Teague. But then again, if I look at the track record of Voss at Carlton and comparing to like when I saw like say Ratton, they're very I would say they're very similar. I would not like just winning loss ratio. They're very similar, and they were both in finals for a couple of years. I don't see getting rid of him is a solution because then who do you bring in? Like who is out there? You're going with a brand new coach again.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Well,
do you like? Okay, if you say for example, if the pin was pulled, who would you go with? Like if you could try and entice Hurdy. I don't know if he's linked to Tasmania, but like, hey, like you know.
To be honest, the only coach that I see personally who's not coaching right now that I would entertain potentially is Longmire. Simpson.
Ooh, okay.
Simpson, like everyone just forgets, like he fucked West Coast's list.
Yeah, he fucked West Coast, yeah.
So it's like, oh, just get Adam Simpson. It's like, okay.
No.
Why? Because he sounds good on SEN.
Yeah.
Longmire, maybe. But then you watch, if we lose a final with Longmire, oh, well, why do we get him? We can't win the big dance.
Exactly. Like, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We need to stick fat. We need to stick fat with Voss, I reckon. Like,
yeah, I agree.
I reckon as someone just said, like, it's definitely player driven. I don't know. Maybe it's definitely, or maybe it's a mixture. Who knows? But I reckon this team, it's a good team. It's a really good team. If they just need to find it.
It definitely
they just need to find it. But well.
Yeah. So anyway, mate, good to hear from you.
Yep.
I'll speak to you.
Carlton by, I reckon 9 points. It's going to be just over a goal. So it's going to be a close game.
All right. Look forward to it, mate.
All right. Catch you, Terry.
See ya. Oh, let's flatten me a bit. Danny, if you want to come in. I've got things to do. I want to watch Harry Farrell highlights first and foremost. So let's do that. Let's watch his highlights from last week. Also, yeah, like honestly, those of you just assuming and just straight away talking about like drugs with Elijah, like, are you like, are we ever going to learn? Like, ever? Are we ever going to learn?
In Klasky, inside 50, they go for Buller, running back with the flight. Terrific defensive work from Harry O'Farrell against it. And we'll look for something a little longer. Hunter. McLean is the target, but has 3 Carlton players to beat. So Farrell taking an excellent intercept mark. He's been really good in defence thus far for the Blues. Inside 50 he goes. It's a one-on-one. Snell on Lemmy, and Lemmy was too strong.
O'Farrell has Doherty running past him. Wasn't the option. It was a 2-on-2. They somehow work it out.
He sits it up long. Buller and McLean are both there. O'Farrell went to ground and won the free kick. Been excellent, Harry O'Farrell. Pick 40 in last year's draft. Intercept marking and defence has been excellent.
All this quarter, he's had a few good involvements. That one will not be his best. Bounce of the ball here at the SCG. Does funny things. Favours the home team.
Matt in Phillips. He'll go out the other side for O'Farrell. Bowman is closing but didn't get there in time. O'Farrell did it well and earned a 50. Second 50 in a couple of minutes.
Andy,
Hey, Tez.
how are ya?
Just, I guess, like everyone else in the chat at the moment, just a little bit disappointed, a little bit frustrated, but
Got to get on with it. Honestly, it's just got to get on with it.
I'm looking at this week's game, Tez, and I'm just like, they've got Green in their midfield, and then who else? Callahan's out, Kelly's out. You know, they're always guys that can really tear us a new one, and I'm just like, we should be able to dominate it. Like, where do you win the game? You win it out of the mid.
Yeah.
So if TDK comes back, you know, like, I've been watching a lot of the shows this week on, you know, our final piece is just that kick inside the forward 50, not kicking it too far, like before the 50-metre zone, which I thought we'd addressed, you know, after our first 4 losses, and we've sort of started getting back into doing that kind of thing. I think the Swans, we just kept doing it, just kept bombing it down the line. So, you know, it's little things that I reckon can make us an average team to a really good team. So I'm trying to be optimistic, because they would have looked at that, like Voss would have looked at that over the weekend and gone, we've just gone back to bad habits. I've got a question for you, and it's a hypothetical.
Yep.
Because we always lose to the Swans in Sydney, and we always lose to Adelaide in Adelaide. If we knew then what we know now, could we beat them, or is it just destined to lose to literally Heaney and Warner every time we play them?
It feels that way.
They just ran around by themselves.
I actually thought we got it right for a half with them both and Blakey. I thought we actually got it right, and then we didn't get it right.
Every time I saw Warner, and he's a bit of a freak, you know. I think he's what we want Walsh to be. I think Warner, like, just running capacity that beats other people.
Yeah.
And he just was by himself at every time he got the ball, and it's like, man, is anyone looking out for this guy? And the only person I saw hold him accountable was Cripps when he was in the forward 50, just holding him so he couldn't just run through the stoppage. But outside of that, I just didn't see any accountability for him. And yeah, we go another week. So
Where are you at the moment? It's beautiful.
yeah, I'm just outside the basketball stadium where I take my kid for training. So he's inside shooting hoops.
Nice.
Yeah, nice little sunset in Adelaide. So predictions for the game. I mean, just saw Lige came out, personal issues again, which sucks for him and for the team, because he's so important to our team. But I was going to say 12 points, maybe now, a bit closer.
Maybe one. A replay of
Uh,
2017 when we beat them by a point.
It's definitely a game that we need to win if we're going to have any chance to sort of think about finals. Then they can go in, reset, do a bit of practice on our weaknesses, and hopefully come back and start just getting better.
Yeah. Perfect, mate. I'm going to let you go because I've got about 15 minutes before the teams are named, and I've got a few more people waiting.
Have a good night. Good
All
luck
right,
for
see you, mate.
mate. Easy.
Cheers, mate. All right. Aiden, no, gone. Danny.
Tez, how are you, my friend?
Mate, good. How are you? Got about
I'm good.
5 minutes, 6 minutes, and then I got to get you off. But yeah,
That's
what's
right,
going
buddy.
on?
Not much. How are you feeling now? Better?
You know, I'll be honest, I feel good. And then I come on these shows and then like I just see the garbage sometimes that comes through and to be quite frank, like just stupidity. And it's just like, what am I doing with myself?
Yeah. Nah, like to be honest with you, like, yeah, Lidge is out and sucks, of course, whatever. But Collingwood's done with whatever outs that they've had. They've rested players and they still found a way to win. So that's not an excuse. Like we always just bank it on like one or two guys missing, and that's the reason we lose. It's the system we play, and our system, I guess, as I have also seen videos from Fox Footy explaining that we are entry inside forward 50 and how we actually get the ball inside the forward 50 is what's losing us games. And if we clean that up, our profile is pretty similar to Brisbane's. Read in it what you may, but I think we're still okay. Tez, we've had our chances last week to win the game. I didn't come on fan cams, but I obviously saw you and everyone else. But I think even with Lidge out, the players that we have, I think who plays if Lidge is not playing? Ben Camperelli, I think he makes a debut, reckon, or what do you think?
Kind of like what they're doing with Ben and just letting him go. He's only just come back into the team not so long ago. I think he started to find his groove. I'm really mindful of playing Ben and Harry with Bins potentially. I don't know if they're going to be dropping Will White. Like there's a lot of kids. Like I want to win the game, and I'm mindful of playing too many kids because it's then you're really relying on your older guys to perform. So I personally wouldn't play Ben and Harry, or sorry, I wouldn't debut them both in the same game when we already have youngsters playing. I think it's, I don't know. How many kids do you think is too many kids in 1 week for a team that still wants to like contend and play finals?
No, I agree with you. I'm just more looking at that hybrid half-forward role that Elijah plays for us. Who plays that Fantasia, but then he barely has had any game under his legs. So I don't know who is to play that role. You think who do
Probably
we just
Doc.
Yeah, right, Doc. I want him to play like you know, not I have the ball. Just want to play him like a bit behind the ball because that's where he's been racking up all the disposals. But roll the dice, Terry. But then we've seen how Doc has played when he had to play that role in the past. I think 2 or 3 games that we've seen him play, and he hasn't been himself his best in those games.
Yeah, I've got no issue with Doc playing this week personally.
No, I'm not saying don't play him. I'm more saying that he's played a really good halfback role. So do we actually just put him there, or we just say that okay, Doc has played this role for us, plays being the hybrid high forward, some goes back and also comes to sometimes plays as a half forward. So yeah, he could be one of those magnets that we switch, but they've got such massive outs, Terry, like unbelievable. Like Callahan, Josh Kelly, and a lot of other players that they have in the team. I think Cornelio is out as well, so that's massive. And these are the ones. And Brent Daniels, these are all players that have actually ripped us a new one when we played them last time. So no excuses, Terry. If we are a serious team and if we are on the trajectory that we think we are, I think we should win by 4 goals. Like I'm not even just saying it for the sake of it. I think we should win this comfortably.
Hope so.
Yeah, and
Hope so,
mate, it's I'm positive. Let's see what happens, man.
All right, man. I will see you maybe Saturday afternoon.
Will do, my friend. You take care of yourself and go Blues.
Go Blues. All right. Teams, are dropping very soon. I wanted to watch, might be a bit too late for Cody Walker highlights. We can watch that later. Let me just get them ready. All right. So Boyd will be out. Elijah will be out. We think Jack Silvani will be out. Someone wrote a comment here about the outs. Sauce, Boyd, Pito, White, Elijah. I think that would make sense. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I reckon Doc's going to play. Teams announced? Really? Wait. Where? Mitch Cleary's tweeted about Elijah. Yeah, I haven't. Is there somewhere else where the teams are at that I'm missing? Rocco, Elijah is just out for personal reasons. There's no other detail. It's just one of those. It's one of those ones. It's unfortunate. Holland's ruled out. Yeah, I don't see any official teams anywhere. No teams yet. Okay. The outs that I put up just before, I don't know if they were real or if they were just someone's guess or if someone's mail. Well, everyone's got the mail now. Matt Lang, play the best side available if that means that more kids, they have put themselves ahead of others and earned their spot in the team. Well, yeah, but then expectations have got to come drastically down if you're playing Ben Camporelli and Harry Farrell and Matt Carroll and Binns. I just like you're really spreading it thin. It's a lot of inexperience. Doc's starting to make more sense. I think so too. Old Dark Navies, you'd expect White to stay, Evans to go out. Evans and Fogg are both defensive forwards, so shouldn't play both. Yeah. Really need Jesse Motlop. Really need Jesse Motlop to turn it on. Everyone's saying play the kids will probably want them sacked the moment they make a mistake. Well, yeah. It's the cycle. We are 7 minutes away from teams on Channel 7, I believe. I know a lot of you watch on Channel 7 and post the teams in here. And then at 6:20, we will have the final official teams. But what we do know is Harry O'Farrell will make his debut. I wasn't shocked completely. I always felt like he would get a chance. He's the last interview that I did with a player. And there's just something about him. And then his last 3-4 weeks have been pretty solid. I want to show you. See if I can find the other highlights of him. Chincotta was on managed minutes last week, so I wouldn't imagine you just bring him straight back in. Let's have a look here. This was... Okay, so we just watched his game, Harry O'Farrell, from last week. This was the week before. This was against... Don't know who this was. Maybe Sandringham, potentially. 14 touches, 7 marks, 7 intercepts, 2 tackles. This was the week before. Check this out.
Charlton was involved. Now Ben Camporelli. O'Farrell running forward to the foot. Old Scotch. Richardson seeking a busy opening quarter. The Saints' top 10 draft pick from last year. But elected to kick. Blues have numbers back. O'Farrell marks.
Just another patient build-up here by Carlton. We've seen them do it before, literally 2 or 3 minutes ago, and they scored a goal out of it.
Balls are about to shut. That was well done by McGuinness. Boyd didn't stick the tackle inside 50 off Doherty. Trying to spin through was Rosines. Travalia caught, and there's Blues everywhere, and they swarm and spread. Nelson inside 50, just overhit the kick. O'Farrell gets rid of Keeler, uses his. Won't get this pass. Charlton was involved. Now Ben Campriali. O'Farrell running forward to the foot. Old Scotch. Richardson.
There you go. LS, my apologies. It's here. Hoping that Harry tears it up purely so we can put away that should have kept Kennedy rhetoric for good. Drives me insane reading it after every loss. You and me both. Just want to win. Why can't we just be not shit as a team? How about that? Have I seen his goal to win the game? Yeah, I have. It was very good. It was very good. All right, we're 4 minutes away. Lemmy kicks 7. Can someone tell me another game Lemmy did well in? One game isn't enough. Yeah, that was his first. That was his first really good breakout game. Number 22. Glenn Manton, War 22. I think there was somebody else. Was it, what did Aitken wear it? Marchbank. That's true. Only Carlton. Hello, mate. Important selection coming up. I sure hope we don't keep players in that don't deserve to be in. Well, one thing's for sure. Someone's going to be unhappy. 21 was Aitken. My bad. Yeah. All right. We're 3 minutes away from teams. They will be on your screen. Well, firstly, they'll come on the news, hopefully. Maybe not all of them, but then 6:20, they will be on screen. That was subtle foreshadowing, by the way. Sure. All right. We actually also, you know what? How many of you are actually interested in the Medallion Club tickets that are watching this stream that would actually take them? Just type yes. Me. Yeah, okay. You know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to go straight. I changed my mind. We're going to go straight to those of you who are watching. If you are a member of Blue Abroad and you are watching this show and you would be interested in accepting the tickets, type in the word. Oh, don't type it yet. How many? There's 4. So if I call and you'd like 2, you can take 2 and then I'll give the other 2 away. All right, I'm gonna do this manually, so just bear with me. Also, if the teams come out, somebody please chuck it in the chat. Where are we? So just once again, I'll do this again. If you would like, I have 4 tickets to give away. I'm going to do it shortly. I'm going to put your names in a wheel. If you would be interested in going to the footy on Saturday, sitting level 2 right next to the coaches' boxes in the Medallion Club, please type the word medallion. So that includes those of you who said me or yes before. Just type in medallion. They don't include anything. They're just the tickets to the game. And I guess entry to the medallion bar as well. All right, let me just get this. So type in medallion and I will put your name in. You need to be a member of Blue Abroad. If you are not a member of Blue Abroad, then you are not eligible. So if you are a member and you are watching this stream, then you are eligible. Where is it? Pick up. Okay. Crazy Myriad Eddie had done. All right. All right. So just bear with me. I'm going to do this manually. Oh my God. Why did I say that? If you're not a member, don't type in medallion. If you are a member, you can be in. Teams spot on with the mail. Are they in? Okay. Here are the teams. Here are the teams. Let's wait. Let's get the teams out. I'll scroll up. I'll get all your names again. Let's get the teams up on the screen in a couple of minutes and we can go from there. But Evans, Sauce, Elijah, Pitto, and Boyd out. TDK, Akers, O'Farrell, Doherty, and Fogarty in. Okay, so pretty spot on. We just needed to add Doc in there. Elijah is withdrawn for personal reasons. So, I don't know. Is it injured? Yeah, they just released an article on the Carlton website and on Twitter that he would be withdrawing. So, all right. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to scroll up, type in your name. So, again, if you've already written medallion, I got you. I'll type you in. So remember, the word medallion is spelt like that. Okay. Go. Maz, I got you. Okay. The teams, the text. Medallion. All right. I'm collecting the comments now. If you haven't spelt medallion correctly, you will not count. So medallion. How do I know if they're members? I'm going to find out if they're members. I've got my list here of all the members. Somebody just signed up. Who was that? It was... Oh, yeah. Joseph, welcome. I can see 24 entries so far. I'll give you a few more minutes. MN, I can remove you from the draw if it comes up. if you have a username that's not your name, you'll need to like message me on Instagram so I know it's you if your name does come up and I can get you the tickets. And then I'll need to figure out if you're a member as well. Medallions level 2. These particular seats are level 2 right next to the coach's boxes. So that's where they will be. All right. We have teams. TDK, 1 of 5 inclusions. We have seen the teams. Let's put them up on screen. Carlton has named a handful of inclusions for the Sir Doug Nicholls round home game against Greater Western Sydney. The Blues will be able to call up upon the services of Tom De Koning and Blake Acres, with the ever-presence in the ruck and on the wing, both returning to the fold after missing the loss due to respective throat and shoulder injuries. There's also a return for Lockie Fogarty, with a small forward available once again following a hamstring injury, which kept him out for 2 games. Doherty is also back in the senior side after 38 and 37 disposals in the last fortnight. It was confirmed that Harry Farrell would become the latest debutant, with Jack Silvani now confirmed out due to groin soreness. For a limited time, okay, general admission tickets for the game are available for $10. There you go. Jordan Boyd is in concussion protocols, while Elijah Hollins will miss due to personal reasons. Mark Pettinet and Francis Evans round out the changes. In positive news, Orazio Fantasia will play his first game of the home and away season on Saturday evening when he fronts up for the Carlton reserves against Williamstown at Icon Park. All right, the teams. Well, they've named Lewis Young in the back line. So, Lewis Young, Wiedering, Adam Sard. Let me fix this. That better? There you go. Ollie Hollins, Harry O'Farrell, Mitch McGovern. In the middle, Walsh, Cripps, Binns. Half forward line, Durden, Charlie Curnow, Cooper Lord. Lockie Fogarty, Harry Mackay, Jesse Motlop in the forward line, with De Koning, Chera, and Hewitt as the followers. And then you've got on the bench Nick Haynes, Matt Carroll, Blake Acres, Will White, and Sam Doherty. There you go. Okay. What are our initial thoughts? Petra, $22. Good luck to Harry in the Harry number 2 in the 22 jumper. I love seeing youngsters get their first game. Thank you very much, Petra, for the 22. And hopefully Harry O'Farrell has 22 possessions and takes 22 marks. That'd be nice. Still want Young up forward. Yeah, so do I. I'm really curious to see if that is what will happen. Although with Harry O'Farrell there, I think Nick Haynes is going to be nice and free to intercept against his old team and remind them what they're missing out on. Nice to see O'Farrell. I hope they don't start him as the sub. Usually if they name him on the field, they don't make them the sub, from what I remember. I think Will White should be the sub based on this group, personally. Doc could do it. Youngie's going to go forward. I feel like Ben Campo should be given a chance to play. He's playing well in the VFL. We need to see if all the draft hype around him was justified. I think he'll play eventually. Hoping for a Doc redemption game. We really need one. Really need one. They placed JSOS up forward before the Saints game. Doesn't matter, just win. Amen. Lots of youth. Only Carlton, you actually like the ins. Okay. Cooper Lord to play the Elijah role. Doc probably be the sub, but I like to see him start. Sign up as a member. My name is different to YouTube. Okay. What is your name? You just signed up. So, okay. What I'll do is I'm going to put the usernames as you have written medallion into this wheel. Then I'm going to spin it, and then we're going to figure out who you are if your name comes up. Calling Haynes to have the game of his life. Great minds think alike. I'm shocked that Binns is playing. I thought he would have been dropped considering Akers is in. True. It's a good point. Got plenty of run in this team. The axe has been swung. All right. Let's have a look at the GWS ins. Let's have a look. Okay. Leek Alir and Harry Rouston are in for Finn Callahan and Toby McMullen. So it looks like this. Oh, I like this way. Harry Farrell and Cadman. Got a feeling we'll see that match up for many years. Also perfect conditions. So hopefully we can make the most of the aerial battle, given we have tall boys in there. It's literally the first thing I thought of when I saw his name. You just know we're kicking it to him. Him and Mac Andrew, I've got flashbacks of kicking the ball and Mac Andrew just marking everything as well. Oh, this is cool. There you go. Okay, so let's get some people some tickets. Okay, let's do that. If you just bear with me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter your names. I got to do it manually. I'm going to enter your names. Into this wheel, and I'm going to give somebody some tickets. Okay, so 2 new members. I'm going to put you in first. Muhammad and Joseph. Maz, I see you. Eddie Haddad, I see you. Only Carlton. No, that's not medallion. Rachel, I see you. There's no Voss presser, by the way. I don't know if someone touched on this earlier. There's no Voss presser. It's tomorrow. It's the captain's run. Jordan Thomas. Wheaties. I need to know who you are. I got you. I'm going to go one by one, by the way. Tommy Van Ryan. Got you. Ben Lawson. Julie Buckland. This is discrimination against us who are illiterate. Okay. Adrian Gallagher. So, by the way, if you have not entered and you want tickets to the game, type medallion now. I'm scrolling down now. I'm going up from the very top. Rachel, yep, got you. B-Man. B-Man, I don't know who you are, so I need to confirm who you are. Josh Holden, I got you. Blues for Life. I don't know your name. But I got you. Maz said I got you. Did I say I've got you, Maz? Yeah. Aiden, I do have you. Jeremy McQueen. Joseph Polatini. All right. MK718. Who are you? Julie, yep. Libba, got you. Got your real name, Adrian. Okay. All right. Who else? Lynn, I can see you. No more medallions. All right. Jay Baggers, I know who you are. Got you. Scotty Tompkins, I think I said your name. No, I didn't. Scotty Tompkins. I'm going to read out every name, and if your name's on there, let me know. Jojo and Bailey, I know who you are. Marty Ard. Okay. Scotty Tompkins. Your membership's active. I got you. Can you take one ticket? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to call somebody. And then you're going to pick up and you're going to tell me if you want all four. Preferably if you can take, I mean, you can take one in theory. But yeah. All right. So please confirm. I'm going to read out the names I've got right now. If your name is not here, please. All right. So I've got Mohammed and Joseph. Those are the fresh 2 members. I think one of those is Libba. Maz, Eddie Haddad, Rachel Bath, Jordan Thomas, Wheaties, Tommy Van Ryan, Ben Lawson, Julie Buckland, Adrian Gallagher, B-Man, Josh Holden, Blues for Life, Aiden, Jeremy McQueen, Joseph Polatini, MK718, Lynn Keeney, Jay Baggers, Scotty Tompkins, Jojo Bailey, Mighty Ard. Is there anyone that I'm missing? Are you a member? And can you go on Saturday? The draw. Oh, okay, Mighty Art, I'm just taking you out. Josh Failer, sorry, mate. Joshua Failer. Gotcha. Amanda. No, you're not red. I've got you. Sean Clifton. Debbie O'Connor. Debbie, I don't think you're a member. Are you? No, you are. Sorry. You definitely are. You definitely are. Not there, Brody Marston. Sorry. Marston. Debbie, I got you. Brody, I got you. Sean, I got you. Anybody else? That's okay. All right, I'll read them out one more time. I've got 27 names here. Mohammed, Joseph, Maz, Eddie Haddad, Rachel Bath, Jordan Thomas, Wheaties, Tommy Van Ryan, Ben Lawson, Julie Buckland, Adrian Gallagher, B-Man, Josh Holden, Blues for Life, Aiden, Jeremy McQueen, Joseph Polatini, MK718, Lynn Keeney, Jay Baggers, Scotty Tompkins, Jojo Bailey, Josh Failer, Amanda, Sean Clifton, Debbie O'Connor, Brody Marston. Beth Hutchins. Okay. Beth Hutchins. Okay. Adam King. All right. Entries closed. Done. Adam King. Gotcha. So if your full name comes up and I know who you are, I'll call. if your username comes up and I don't know who you are, then if your username comes up and I don't know who you are, you're going to have to message me through Instagram like straight away or something. LS, what is your name, by the way? Blues for Life. Yep. Okay. No worries. Members. If it lands on me, please spin again. Blues for Life. No worries. Thank you very much, mate. LS, let me know. Are you in? Are you not? Do I know your full name? Adam, I've got you. You're in. Not a member. All right, never mind. Okay. Mus. Mustincha. MK718. That's not a member. I'm going to get rid of your name, bro. Okay, it's 27 of you. We are ready. Good luck, everyone. One moment. Enable sound. All right. Here we go. Are we ready? Spin for 22 seconds. Oh, nah. It's long enough. All right. Good luck. Mr. Gallagher. Yeah. All right. I'm giving you a call. Where are you at? Got to find out how many he's taking. How's he not pick it up? Okay. Adrian, are you in the chat still? How does he not pick up? Like, how does that happen? Is that a redraw? Oh, he was here in the chat. Adrian, pick the phone up, please. I've got to give him a few chances to pick up the phone. Oh,
Hello.
Adrian?
Speaking.
Mate, it's Terry Degani from Blue Abroad.
G'day, Terry. How are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm good.
That's the way. Congratulations, mate. You've won the tickets.
Oh, that's great. It'll take me son and daughter and wife.
Oh, you're going to take all 4, mate? Family
Take
affair?
all 4.
Love
Yes.
it, mate. Absolutely love
Appreciate
it. No worries. What I need from you, I need you to send me your email for your Ticketmaster account.
Yep.
And I've got your first name, got your last name, and yeah, tickets are yours, mate.
Well, thanks very much, Terry.
No worries. If you can just text me on this number, your Ticketmaster email address, and I'll get them sorted.
I'll do that. You take care, mate. Thank
Thanks,
you very
mate.
much.
No worries.
Yeah,
See ya. There you go. Kind of want to give away something else. Not yet. All right. There you go. Adrian Gallagher. Congratulations. Thank you for being a member. As I said, when any giveaways happen, apart from the ones that are scheduled, members get first priority. That is the perk. So thank you for everybody who entered. Appreciate your patience. Let's get one last look at the teams before we wrap up. 12:35. We're playing the Giants, and this is who will take on the Giants. LS, you want this jumper? A1 Bakery gift voucher. I don't mind that. Okay. Stop sharing. No, I want to share this screen. All right. Hollins, Silvani, Pitternet, Francis Evans, Jordan Boyd are out for O'Farrell, who's debuting. Lockie Fogarty, Tom DeConing, Blake Akers, and Sam Doherty. For the Giants, Lee Kalia and Harry Ralston come in for Finn Callahan and Toby McMullen. And these are the teams. So we will not have a game day stream on Saturday, given the game is at 12:35. So in theory, we could do a morning stream, but I don't think that's going to work. So that's fine. Pommy will be doing a watch along for the game on his channel, so make sure you tune into that. I'll be back home, I would say, for about a 4 p.m. start for the fan cams on Saturday. And guys, let's just hope that we get a win. Go into the bye with some sort of a bit of positivity if we win, because it would take a pretty good effort to beat this team. They've got outs, we've got outs. So yeah, let's see how we go. All right. Thanks once again for everyone who tunes in. Thank you also to the members of the channel. That goes without saying. I really do appreciate your support, and you really do allow this channel to be what it is. So, and if you're not a member and you just watch, you are just as much helping by liking, subscribing. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you on Saturday. Go Blues.